Meek, Pepper, and I went into the changing room. Meek presented his token and in return received his basket of clothes. He fished around until he found a small blue zippered pouch. It turned out to be a New Testament Bible inside a zippered cover. I would have never taken Meek as the Christian type, especially since he is gay, but then again I guess it doesn't matter either way. I know this much about Jesus: he used to hang out with thieves, prostitutes, and tax collectors, so I guess it is reasonable to believe that he wouldn't have a problem if someone was gay. Besides containing a New Testament Bible, there was also a small ink pen and some scrap paper that I was able to write my email address on. I didn't really want to use one of the scrap pieces of paper to scribble my signature onto for Pepper, so I asked the guy that was in charge of guarding the rows and rows of baskets if he had a nice piece of paper or a post-it note. All he had was an Aquaboggin water park flyer with the hours and dates for special events. Not having anything more suitable, I used that to apply my autograph for Pepper. You would have thought that I had just given him a check for $1 million the way he hugged it to his chest. Since we'll be able to swap emails, maybe we can arrange to meet up here again someday, Meek suggested. Hey, yeah. I agreed. As Meek was returning his basket of clothes, the guy took it and asked me, "So are you someone famous or something?" I could tell the way he said it, that he was one of those kinds of people that only care about what they can get for something from a famous person. I guess Meek and Pepper picked up on it too, because they both had something to say back. Pepper was the first to reply, "Don't you recognize the King of England when you see him?" "Yeah, he's a right royal pain in the," Meek started to say, but I gave him a playful shove. "Hey," I growled while laughing. He continued as the three of us made a quick exit. "What did I say, Your Majesty? Please don't have my head chopped off, Your Majesty." And just before the three of us popped out the door, Pepper did a very fancy bow, waved his arm royally and said, "May God be with you on your noble quest for a clue." All three of us laughed. However, I had failed to take into account the fact that I had been carrying my board around with me, which had my name spelled out for all to see. Later in the day it would prove to have been a catalyst to something considerably unpleasant.